Jim, what do you say?
Hello, West Michigan, and welcome to Heaven Is My Home.
And
I'm the co-host, Jim Pate, and over here is the host,
Gary
the host
Myers,
with the most.
And this show is certainly designed to glorify the teachings of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Our
Absolutely.
phone number, thanks for all the calls, 616-824-7009. Today, Jim, it's in the middle of the summer, the dog days of summer. JB's working hard.
He is.
Handling 3 of those cameras.
Right.
2 of these mics, 2 headphones, and he is becoming the executive producer of the year.
Putting it all together.
Yep. You can write to him at wcet.com. Anyway, we have a new website, Jim.
Awesome. Yes. New YouTube site. So you can go on YouTube and see all of the Heaven Is My Home shows.
Yeah, or you can email.
Archived.
Did anybody email us yet?
I haven't had a chance to check that.
So it's here how it is. Email at heavenismyhomeradio, all one word.
Yes, heavenismyhomeradio at gmail.com.
.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at gmail.com.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes, and then you can go to our YouTube channel that's on YouTube there and search for Gary Meyer and Heaven Is My Home.
Yeah.
Heaven Is My Home Radio.
Well, we're starting our turkey drive right now.
Yes.
I heard you brought in a bundle.
Well, a small bundle.
And we did about 1,200 last year at this time.
Uh-huh.
And so we give away 400 turkeys a year. And it's important we keep that confidential. If you know a family that's at Thanksgiving that is a veteran wife and kids or veteran guy or whatever, or if you're having a tough time, we will deliver it to you a week before. This is our 12th year in a row.
Mm-hmm.
We will deliver it to you. You don't have to sign any forms. We drop it off and say, happy whatever, right?
Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever
Christmas,
it is.
we give away the hams. The hams are all paid for.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to thank God for all that. I've been doing this for a long time, my friend. And so it's been good. 616-824-7009. Now, you were going to tell me about a little joke.
Yes, there was a fellow who was out fishing, and he threw out his line, and he was real careful with it. He was fly fishing, and it landed in the right spot, and boom, it got hit by a nice big trout. And he reeled that baby in, and he was all tickled about it. He put it on his stringer, and he threw it back out there again, and it wasn't there but another 30 seconds, and boom, and it got hit by another big fish again, and just a prize-winning trout. So he reeled that one in, and he threw it kind of back out again in a different spot, and man, boom, another one hit, and he's starting to get a little suspicious now,
Right.
So.
I'm calling our guest, by the way.
Okay.
You finish the story.
And he's so he's getting a little suspicious by now, and he's looking at that, and he's going, I wonder. And so he reels that one in, puts it on the stringer, and he gives it a toss again. And this time he kind of only gave it
call right in.
Gave it a half toss.
All right.
And it went out there, and
right
sure enough, it got a nice big hit again. And
Really?
boom, another trout. And
Wow,
so now
Jim.
he's really suspicious. So he puts that one on the stringer, and this time he's not even trying. He's just gonna
With that Meps?
cast it just crazy anywhere, and throws it out there. And sure enough, boom, another big trout hits it. And he's finally realized that he hadn't woke up in heaven catching all these great trout, but he actually had woke up in hell because there was no effort. It was always a catch every time he cast it in, and he just wasn't any fun anymore because he took all the fun out of it. So
hell would be not having a frying pan and a fireplace and somebody to cook it for you.
Yeah, well,
we have a guy who travels all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Urban.
Okay.
Urban legend now,
Urban
right?
Urban legend.
Carl, you there? Oh, okay. We
lost him.
Well, I wanted to produce the show right here in front of people.
Uh-huh.
This is how we do it. 616-824-7009.
So is he going to call back on that number so then we can put him on the...
He didn't like your joke.
Oh, well, he maybe doesn't like fishing.
Oh, he loves fishing, baby.
Or maybe he doesn't like trout.
Well, I'm going to put my glasses on since I'm over the age
You do that.
40. It's called, this time, folks, it's called believing in each other. All right? Believing in each other.
Mm-hmm.
Love begins in all things. In 1910, DeWitt Wallace developed a new idea for a magazine. True story. It would consist of a collection of condensed articles. He put together a proposed sample and sent it to publishers throughout the country. But Jim, nobody seemed interested. DeWitt was terribly discouraged. About the same time, he met a lady named Lilla Bell Atkinson, the daughter of a Presbyterian minister. Well, before long, the two fell in love. Lida believed in DeWitt's dream. She wouldn't let him give up and encouraged him to keep trying his wonderful idea. And boosted by her family and him, DeWitt started mailing circulars to potential subscribers. Okay? Now, in October of 21, this is about 11 years later, Lila married DeWitt. It's almost like a Paul Harvey story. On returning from their honeymoon, they found a bundle of letters from interested solicitors. Together, they would work Volume 1, Number 1, folks, which appeared in late February 1922. DeWitt Wallace included Lila as his co-founder, co-editor, and co-owner. Over the years, the little magazine grew, now printed in at least 18 languages. Reader's Digest is the best-selling magazine in the entire world.
It's a pretty good one.
Sticking together, man.
A lot of good stuff to read in that book.
What was that phone call about?
It was no phone call. I was just making sure my volume was turned down so it didn't ring in the middle of our show.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to call this other guy up again.
Okay.
And, folks, this is real. It's live. It's what we do. It's what we have. And you go ahead and
it's chirping good.
Talk about sticking together.
Sticking together?
Yeah.
I've heard a saying that said, if we don't all hang together, surely we'll all hang separately. And I think that's good advice.
Well, that is
that was from one of our that was from one of our early patriots of our country when it's in the revolutionary stage. He said, if we don't all hang together, surely we'll all hang separately. So we want to all hang together.
Tell us about Deltatron.
Well, actually that's kind of not all that active anymore, but we're
it is active.
We're working on computers and telephone equipment and PA systems and things of that nature. And, helping people with their technical electronic needs.
So how do they get a hold of you? 616-799?
799-0517.
It's right on the screen right there.
On that screen.
Say that one more time.
616-799-0517.
I love it. I love it. Folks, when you send your stories to us, we'll read them on the air. If you want prayer requests, now if you need a turkey for a family, just call in and nominate them. That's all you have to do. We don't want a gossip column getting started.
Nope.
And we've done this for 12 years, all right? And it's been very successful.
Strictly confidential.
We don't want any money. Our sponsors take care of it. We run a commercial for them, like the Shack Bed and Breakfast in Jugville, USA.
Great place, yeah.
Like Ed Cohen, Ford, Dodge, Chevy, Lincoln.
And so on.
And Jeep. And like B&J Transmission out there in Greenville. 754-6111. And, of course, we can't forget Sage's Meat Markets.
Oh, yeah. They got
in Greenville. And a special friend who's getting ready to marry that friend, the gal. She's pretty.
Oh,
and
sweet.
She's his right-hand man.
So it should be.
And they're at Cole's Corner. They'll deliver anywhere in the country. Just call Cole's Corner, right?
Yes.
And they're just great people. And then, of course, we can't forget the fact that we have Huck's Corners.
Yep.
Cole's Corners.
Yep, all those
The Lord is good. We're relaxing today, folks. So call us, 616-824-7009 for a prayer request. And before my sermon today, we're going to do some prayer requests. You ready?
Yes. Got to have the prayer requests.
I got Dallas Praise. He's going to be coming back home and getting with his kids again. And another praise is my mom turned 95 about a month ago.
Uh-huh.
And she had a little TIA, kind of a stroke or whatever. But they ruled that it didn't affect her brain.
Sweet.
And also a praise for this show, because we're getting ready to go on the radio all the time.
Uh-huh.
I'm very comfortable on radio, folks. I got a face for radio. And, it's been such a blessing, Jim. You've come such a long way. Now you have your own show coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, the subject is really grace. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's all about, as I go through my bag here, unannounced. I want to go to the sermon before we do the prayer request, or vice versa. One of the two. But I want to thank all you people that have called in. I know you're in Jenison, Granville. I've had people in Alpena. Remember I called you?
Yeah.
Because you're on AT&T.
Cincinnati.
Yeah. I want to thank Doc Sutter.
Yeah, we like Doc Sutter.
I'd plug Culligan's, but they sold to the main company.
Uh-huh.
But they're very happy.
Uh-huh.
Very happy. No, ladies and gentlemen, it's called Looking for the Messiah. How do you see Jesus, folks? How do you see him? All right, Jim, here's something to talk about. Suppose Jesus came to your church. Okay?
Yes.
I don't mean symbolically. I mean visibly came to your church.
Mm-hmm.
Or your house. Physically. Actually, suppose he came to where you're working.
That'd be here.
Would you recognize him?
It's a good question.
It might be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus didn't wear religious clothes in his day. Do you know that?
I wouldn't be surprised. He was tried to be with the commoners.
Doubtful that he would wear them in ours.
Mm-hmm.
If he came here today to your place of business, your house, your church, it would be. Sometimes I lose my spot. But, no. All right. But if you came there, just a jacket, shirts, and a tie. Maybe a tie, maybe not. That's how he'd look.
Mm-hmm.
He would have a common name. Now, back in those days, Jesus was a very common name.
Mm-hmm.
But history tells us the real Jesus is the real guy. All right. It was common. I suppose he might go by Joe, Bob, or Terry, or Elliot, or Jim, or John. Elliot, though. I kind of like that.
You like the Elliot?
Yeah. Suppose Elliot, the Son of God, came to the studio right now. All right? Or your church. Of course, he wouldn't be from Nazareth or Israel today. He'd hail from some small town like Ada, or maybe Lansing, or Chester City, or Mount Pleasant.
Bailey.
And he'd be a laborer, okay? He was a carpenter in his day.
Uh-huh.
No reason to think he'd change it. Do you?
No.
No reason to think he'd change, folks. But let's say he did. Let's say that this time he was a plumber. Elliot the plumber from Mount Pleasant. Instead of Jesus of Nazareth.
Uh-huh.
All right. God, a plumber? Rumor has it that he fed a football team in a whole bunch of people near Howard City.
Oh? From a picnic lunch, I bet.
Yeah, near the lake, up there, river. Others say he healed a senator's son from Belding. Wow. Some say a blind man from Lakeview.
Nice.
He is the Son of God. Others say he ain't for real. You don't know what to think. And then one day he shows up. About midway through your church service, he appears in the back of the auditorium, takes a seat. After a few songs, he moves closer to the front. You are singing about me. I am the Son of God.